In the 12 to 13 age group, Sean McClain.
Why am I still here? Have I not prayed enough? Have I been ungrateful? Then thank you, God, for the cold floor beneath my back. It reminds me that my countrymen sleep beneath handmade quilts, their sons and daughters tucked in safely with a kiss and a story, and young couples share a blanket for a picnic lunch. Thank you, God, for the light coming from my single tiny window. Folks back home stroll in the sunshine because men, like my POW brothers, remain behind bars, hoping to walk again in freedom. Thank you, God, for the days I go without food. Thanksgiving tables groan beneath the weight of a feast prepared by loving hands, but I taste the sweetest bread of all, the bread of service and sacrifice. Thank you, God, for the hours I've spent with my legs in irons or my arms embraced by the stocks. I think of children skipping down the sidewalk, or my kid brother swinging on an old tire, feeling the breeze on his face, and never knowing the pain of confinement. Oh, and God, I do want to thank you for the isolation of captivity. You see, I've learned to wander among the crowds in my memory, the noise and lights of a carnival midway, the hustle and bustle of downtown on a Monday morning, or the cheering crowds at the ballpark on a hot July afternoon. And thanks for stopping all the letters from home. Is that your way of helping me remember the joy of opening a letter from my family back in boot camp, with the snapshot of my kid sisters falling into my lap, or the lock of hair from Mary when she told me she'd wait for me to come home? Does she wait? Still, after all these years, one more thing, God. Thank you for keeping the memory of Old Glory snapping in the wind, the first thing I remember when I open my eyes. Do you think you could see your way clear to get me home to see that just one more time?
I'll only take about 30 seconds of your time, but I just wanted to say something. Captain Floyd Thompson was the longest-serving POW in American military history. He was in captivity for 8 years, kept mostly in tiger cages in the forest. He was shot down in 1964. He broke his back and several other bones in many parts of his body. He spent several months trying to rehabilitate himself. And finally, when he was able to move and stand up, they started to beat him. His captivity cost him his health, his freedom, and ultimately, his family.